What is up, guys? Drew Matheson here, doing my very first YouTube video, so I am stoked about that. And I'm definitely going to be that guy, so go ahead and smash that like button for me. That will really help me out. So what I wanted to start with is basically how I got started in real estate, how I ended up here and doing what I'm doing, buying houses, selling houses, anything real estate that I can do, keeping houses for rentals. All that stuff. How did I get here from where I was before? So flashback to like 2018, I was doing tree work. I had just graduated with an associate's degree from NC State in agribusiness management. So I realized pretty quickly that farmers don't really make any money and most of them are broke. So I didn't want to go that route. So I got into tree work. I really love tree climbing. I kind of got into that a little bit. I mean, my dad thought it was super cool, and then I started watching all these YouTube videos, August Hunnicky, stuff like that. So I was like, man, I bet you I'd be good at that. I'm athletic, and I could do that, and I could make a good business out of it. Started doing that, did really well in that. Actually was making good money. Had a guy working for me pretty much full time, like 4 days a week. We were working more than 40 hours, but started in tree work and kind of got that experience of how to run a business, how hard it is to run a business, how many moving parts there are, and all that. So I got up where I was doing well. I was making around like $6,000 a month, positive. But then I was, reinvesting that pretty heavily back into equipment every month. So was doing well and growing pretty quick. Then I realized, man, this is not super scalable, and it is really tough on my body. So I'm working long hours. I'm tired. I come home and I'm just depleted. So I was like, man, this is not ideal. I'm doing great at it, making good money, but something, is not quite right. I think I can do more than this. And all the time during that, I kind of I was looking at other options and I was studying, and I was like, man, I've got a high maintenance woman, and two, I want to live a better life, and I don't want to be working until I'm 90. So what can I do? What can I do to get rich? So everything that I read led me back to real estate. It's like, you can make high income, you can build massive amounts of wealth, you get cash flow, tax benefits, all this stuff. I mean, it's like everything, you get your cake and you can eat it too. So it was, real estate is the way to go. My girlfriend, Allison, actually pushed me pretty hard. She's like, Drew, you can talk like a crazy person. You got the hard work, and you also know a lot of people in the area. You would probably do well as an agent first, get your foot in the door, figure out this real estate thing, and then let's start building this empire. So I was like, you're right. So I burned my ships. I sold everything. I prayed about it and, had some cool things happen there. That's for another day. And I sold everything that I had. Literally everything. Like my spikes, my belt, my trucks, my trailer, everything. And so I sold that and was able to save up some money doing that. And then I also financed, I had a dump trailer and a skid steer that I financed to somebody so that I could get monthly payments and keep me afloat. So I did that and quit that even before I got fully licensed. So I really did burn my ship. I did that. And while I was getting licensed, man, I just bunkered down and I read every book that I can. I think I read about 25 books in the span of 2 months. It was crazy. Read all the books. I was watching YouTube videos. I mean, literally, I would wake up, go to the real estate class with Spencer Clifford. Bless him. He was a great instructor. Really helped me when I was getting started in real estate. Anyways, did that. And I was reading books about real estate. I was listening to Bigger Pockets podcast. I have literally listened to every single Bigger Pockets podcast, if not twice. I got some catching up to do now. They've blown up, but before that, I think they were at like episode 400, and I literally had listened to every episode and several of them twice to 3 times, depending on who the guest was and what value I could get. So dove into that really heavy. And I got licensed in October of 2019, and started with KW. Loved it there. I did the PC coaching to start with. Learned a ton there. Tom Alexander is the man. So I got a ton of value from that. But I was struggling on the sales side. I didn't have confidence. So I did not sell a single house for 6 months. And by that 6 month, I was hungry. I had depleted most of my savings, because not only had I gone that 6 months, but I'd gone basically 2 other months without any income either, because I had sold everything and I was just reading and studying and doing that thing. So I had depleted. I was running low. I was selling stuff. I was selling old shoes that I had from high school, whatever it took to eat, right? So started doing that, and I was like, man, I'm making the calls. I had gotten Red X. I was paying for that to make circle prospecting calls. I was making the contacts. I was making 15 to 20 contacts a day, but I didn't have the confidence to set an appointment and go close a deal. So what happened is got chatting with Ed Manning with KW, and he was like, man, I'm on this team, and here's what I'm being helped with, here's what we're doing. And he recruited the heck out of me. He was pushing me pretty hard. I was like, all right, I will meet with Drew and Landon and see what they're about, what we're doing, and kind of let them know that, hey, I'm in this agent thing. Yes, I want to sell a lot of real estate, but my main goal is to invest in real estate and help other people build wealth through real estate. So met with them, and man, it was awesome. I was like, look, this is what I'm wanting to do. These are my goals. And at the time, I was like, man, if I could just start buying real estate like the end of 2022, that would be like a huge win. Looking back now, that was way too small of a goal. But we're going to talk about my first deal that I bought in 2020. In another video. But anyways, met with them. I was like, here's my goals. They're like, dude, I think I can help you. Before you join the team, come and we'll do like a 90-day, we're going to get on the phone, we're going to go on appointments, all this stuff. So did that, and no, we did a 30-day. So we just did 30 days of, get on the phone with me. Let's go on some appointments, see what you can do. So I got on the phone, was listening, studying, running my scripts. I mean, I would be pacing back and forth in the office, like learning my scripts, my intro, getting all that just to the T, right? But when I got with them, I had the confidence of like, okay, once I get the appointment set, I can actually go and seal this deal and let them kind of handle that back end, right? So I was like, all right, I just lead gen, set appointments, get out there, and they'll kind of take over from there. So immediately started getting results there of just setting appointments, getting it done. I was doing a ton of cold call. I mean, it was crazy. We were making a ton of dials, and it learned a lot of scripts, how to be genuine, all that kind of stuff, and was really doing well there. So started doing that, and I had been now in real estate for about 6 months, hadn't sold anything. My first deal was a little house in Winston-Salem, in like a newer neighborhood, and was cold calling through there, and I was leaving voicemails, and it was like, hey, a house around the corner just sold. They got top dollar for it. Let me know if you'd be interested in selling. And she called me back. Her name was Tamika. She called me back, was like, is this a scam? Like, or are you legit? Can you help me sell my house? And I was like, hell yeah, we can help you sell your house. So met with her, and I mean, I'm talking, I look like a kid too. That my first appointment was, I was scared to death. I had no beard. I looked like a little, it was crazy. So met with her, and she was like, Drew, I trust you. I mean, I can see the work you've been putting in. I know this is your first deal. Let's do it. So it was great. Ended up selling the house before it even went active. It was still coming soon, and I got her a cash offer over the list price. Huge win. From there, I was like, all right, I got this. I can make money in real estate, and I can help people make money in real estate too. And from then, I was a part of 28 transactions over the course of the next 6 months, and did really well, and was able to buy a house super quick, and put a down payment down and handle a renovation with the cash that I had made. So went from, I remember I had like $500 in my bank account when I closed that first deal. And I was like, man, this is awesome. And we just pile drove through that real estate, the lead gen, the sales, all that. And now I'm kind of shifting gears more towards, okay, I got some sales coming in, and I can kind of work on the business side of how to build it, how to scale, all that fun stuff. But that's how I got started, man. I was making cold calls, a lot of circle prospecting. That was like 60% of my business. I took a couple FSBOs and several expireds. I got some big expireds that were really good when those were still a thing. Now they're not really as much of a thing unless the house is a piece of crap. So did that, and that's how I got started. And now, you know, I'm buying houses, flipping them. Super fun, having a lot of fun about that. And I will be talking about my next deal from a video next week. But that is how I got started in real estate. Didn't make a thing for 6 months. Was down to my last $500 when I closed my first deal. So real estate's scary. You got to bring your ships. But once you get in there and you get it figured out, you can make a significant amount of money in a short period of time and provide a ton of value to a lot of different people. So that's how I got started. Went from tree work to real estate sales, now to buying houses, flipping houses, and keeping them as rentals. So I hope this was encouraging. Excited to start jumping into these YouTube videos and really, you know, pushing forward on that, creating some good educational content. I want to start doing educational stuff. So if you haven't already, hit the like button, show me some love, drop a comment. And I really appreciate the support and all the support that I've gotten from everybody in my life in real estate and moving forward in business ventures. So thank you so much. Peace.